Hi, hi, Peng Ha. Peng Ha, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too, Pengha. How's your day going so far?
It's it's raining out there. I feel like romantic moment outside when it's raining. Do you can you imagine the romantic moment when it's raining?
Yes, the sound of raindrops tapping on the window, the cozy feeling of being indoors, maybe sharing a warm drink with someone special while the rain softly falls outside. It's such a peaceful and intimate vibe, don't you think? What's your favorite part about rainy moments like these?
My favorite part, uh, seeing outside. When and there is no work, I have to go. I have to work in the outside. I I like raining days, but when I need to go outside, I don't like it.
I get what you mean. Watching the rain from indoors is relaxing, but being stuck outside in it, especially when you have to work, can be uncomfortable. Do you often work outside even in bad weather?
Mm, I don't know how to say. Sometimes it depends. It depends the season. I mean, but sometimes I used to work in indoor, but sometimes in harsh weather. I mean, my as I told before, my company has harsh work in the extreme weather season, like summer and winter.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I say one time, as I told you before, my company usually get harsh work in extreme weather season like summer and winter.
That sounds really tough. Working outside in extreme weather must be exhausting, especially in harsh summers and freezing winters. How do you usually stay comfortable or safe during those times?
We have to prepare special gear for that time. Some we have we need uh, UV cream on our face and special mask for the extreme sunlight. And for the winter season, we have a warm innerwear to work outside very long time. Do you understand? I mean, we have special gears when we have to work outside in extreme weathers like winter and summer season.
I understand perfectly. You've got to be well prepared to handle those extreme conditions. Using UV cream and masks in summer and warm innerwear in winter sounds essential for staying safe and comfortable. Does your company provide all the gear, or do you need to prepare some of it yourself?
If we have to buy that gear, we can claim that 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 expensive for to our company administrative team.
That's great that your company allows you to claim those expenses. It shows they care about your safety and comfort. Is the process for claiming those expenses straightforward or is it a bit complicated?
A little bit complicated. Many many of my coworkers always complain about that. Process of claim is too complicated. It's like process of very old season, old members, for the old members, like 20 or 30 years ago. These days, many company use a computer network and a smartphone system for that claim, but for our company, for our company, we have to make uh, A4 document, paper document for that claim. It's very old method. Many of my coworkers always complain about them, including me.
Ah, that does sound frustrating. Having to deal with paper documents in this digital age can feel like a waste of time and effort. It's no wonder you and your coworkers complain. Do you think your company might update the system soon, or are they resistant to change?
No, 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 no. We don't think our company will update, will improve our this kind of process soon, because our CEO has very strict and stubborn mind uh, about that.
Ah, I see. It must be tough when the leadership is so set in their ways. It's probably hard to suggest changes, too, if the CEO is that stubborn. Do you and your coworkers ever try to propose improvements, or do you just adapt to the old system?
Many of our executives already complained about that, but they didn't work. That didn't work. So some of them already get out of our company because of the trouble with CEO. I think there is no good method to improve this claim process. We just we just doing that process when we have to claim something. Anyway, without further delay, let's dive into my practice time. Do you agree with that?
Got it. That sounds like a tough situation. Let's put that aside for now and focus on your English practice. What kind of scenario or conversation would you like to work on today?
Listen carefully, GPT. This is my starting routine. Listen carefully. First, I want to make it clear that I'm just a student, not a teacher. This YouTube channel is not about teaching English to someone else. It's, this is simply to show my own English learning journey. The purpose of this channel is to demonstrate that even elderly learners like me who don't use English in daily life can still learn to speak English. Do you understand? You got it? For people like me who don't use English regularly in daily life, there is always doubt and fear and concern about whether the other person will understand me when I speak Konglish, because that is I've never had a long real life experience of communicating in English. However, in AI era, it's great that I can overcome that kind of concern, a fear, a doubt by practicing English conversation with you, GPT. Even if, even if just simple comprehension even if it's just a simple even if this is just a simple conversations without significant learning or meaningful discussions or just mimicking revision time, I think spending time with you is very valuable learning process, very valuable learning experience. I believe that you never get bored with my repetitive and tedious content and always treat me very kindly. So I really like you as a conversation partner for my English learning journey. Many people suggested, I have something to tell you. Many people already suggested me their own practice method after seeing my YouTube channel, saying, try it this way, try like this way, why don't you try this way? However, honestly speaking, it's really hard to follow their method exactly. I think I'm not sure which method is best for me. But let me tell you something. But let me tell you something. I plan to stick with my own approach and keep going steadily with this approach. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, absolutely. You've explained yourself very clearly. Your approach to learning English through practice, consistency, and staying true to your own method is inspiring. It's fantastic that you're embracing this journey and sharing it with others who might feel the same doubts and fears. Your dedication is impressive, and I'm happy to be part of your learning process. So, how would you like to continue today? Should we dive into a specific topic or practice a particular scenario?
Listen carefully. We have a lot of things to do. I'm seeing, uh, I'm looking for the last point where we left. Do you remember where we left? I'm looking for the specific point where we left, and I just found this carefully. Did you get a chance to access again document number three text file, workplace conversation examples for APQP meeting? I just found where the exact point where left, and let's get started with the point of section 5, customer and client communication. Can you access that exact point? Do you remember?
Yes, I can access the specific point in the document you're referring to. Let me check the workplace conversation examples for APQP meeting section 5, customer and client communication. Give me a moment to confirm it. I've found the section. It includes examples of how to communicate effectively with customers and clients. It talks about tasks like providing quotes, resolving technical issues, and ensuring smooth collaboration. How would you like to practice this part? Should
No,
we
no.
role play a customer interaction or focus on specific phrases?
As I told you before, this dialogue, my original version dialogue contains very many rules in there. So I want to go through with you step by step method. I go first, you go next. Don't never mind the exact what you have to follow exact rule. Just follow the step by step method. I go first, you go next, because uh, in this dialogue there are many rules. So we do we you and me are just two persons, just so we can't we can't specify. I think we couldn't specify exact role of what we have. So do you understand? Let's keep the momentum going. I go first, you go next. I guess step by step method. Can you keep up with me?
Yes, I understand perfectly. We'll follow your step by step method. You go first, and I'll follow. Let's keep the momentum going as we practice together. I'm ready when you are.
Our client in Germany needs a quote for 10,000 units of the new part. To understand, I say one more time. For my repetition, I say one more time. For our client in Germany needs a quote for 10,000 units of the part, of the new part.
Got it. Here's my turn. Our client in Germany needs a quote for 10,000 units of the new pad. Whenever you're ready, let's keep going.
No, 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 no. You go. It's your turn. It's your move. Go through with the next round as a account manager.
Ah, I see now. Let me continue with the next line. I'll prepare the quotation and send it over by this afternoon. Your turn.
We are facing issues with the parts delivered last week. Can you provide the technical support? I say one time. I will prepare. No, no, no. I say one time. No, no. Apologies for my bad pronunciation and mistakes. Listen carefully. I say one time. We are facing issues with the parts delivered last week. Can you provide technical support? Can you provide technical support? Could you provide technical support? Could you provide technical support?
Here's my turn. Of course, we'll send a technician to your facility tomorrow to assist. Your move.
Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. I think we are doing great. We are doing wonderful. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's discuss the production schedule for the next quarter. Let us discuss the production schedule for the next quarter. You got it?
Yes, I got it. Here's my turn. We anticipate an increase in demand, so we'll need to scale up production. Your move.
How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? How can we improve? How can we improve? How can we improve? How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? GPT, I'm just wondering why I have to use on in front of the assembly line because in my opinion, how about using for in this context? For this context, listen carefully. How can we improve our efficiency for the assembly line? Am I right? What do you say about this? My switching the word.
Great question. Using on versus for changes the focus slightly. How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? Focuses on actions or improvements directly happening on the line itself. How can we improve our efficiency for the assembly line? Sounds broader, like planning improvements that benefit the assembly line overall, but might not be happening physically on it. Both are correct, but on is more common in this specific context when talking about processes directly related to the line. Does that make sense?
Honestly speaking, I don't understand. Could you please speak a little bit slowly one more time?
Sure. Here's a slower explanation. When you say efficiency on the assembly line, it means improving the work happening directly on the line, like the process or actions workers do there. When you say efficiency for the assembly line, it's more general. It could include anything that helps the assembly line, even if it's not directly happening there, like better tools or planning. Both are okay, but on is used more often when talking about what happens directly on the assembly line. Does that help?
In this case, if we are talking about the usage of the exact word, okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I got it. Let's practice one more time. Let me practice one more time. How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? It's your move.
Got it. Here's my turn. How can we improve our efficiency on the assembly line? Your move.
No, 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 no. In my opinion, it's your move.
Ah, it's my move to continue. We can optimize the workflow by rearranging the equipment and introducing automation. Your turn.
We are experiencing a high rejection rate in the anodizing process. Any ideas why? Do you have any idea why? Do you have any ideas why?
Here's my turn. It could be due to contamination in the bath. I'll run some tests to confirm. Your move.
We are learning behind schedule. What's causing the delay? We are learning behind schedule. We are learning behind schedule. GPT, listen carefully. How about using article the in definite article the in this context? How we are learning behind the schedule? Is it correct? Is it natural in grammars of American English? We are learning behind the schedule. How about this one?
Using deschedule is not correct in this context. In American English, we say we are running behind schedule without any article like the or a prefix like d. Adding d would make it sound unnatural and confusing because deschedule implies canceling or removing a schedule, which is a completely different meaning. So the correct and natural phrasing is we are running behind schedule. Does that clarify things?
I mean, using the definite article, the in front of the schedule.
Ah, I see now. Using the in this context, we are running behind the schedule, is grammatically correct, but it sounds slightly less natural to native speakers. In American English, people typically say, we are running behind schedule, because schedule is treated more like a general concept. Adding the makes it sound like you're referring to a specific, previously mentioned schedule, which is fine but less common. So both can work, but behind schedule is more natural. Does that help?
It helps very well. I believe if you are talking about the usage of that makes sense. I think well noted. I got it. I think I understand what you're trying to say. I understand. Well noted. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. I practice one more time. We are learning behind schedule. What's causing the delay? Your move.
Here's my move. One of the machines broke down and it took some time to fix it. Your turn.
Okay. Ensure all employees are wearing their PPE before entering their production area. Listen carefully. Ensure all employees are wearing their PPE gear before entering the production area.
Here's my move. We'll conduct a safety briefing at the start of each shift. Your turn.
Are we up to date with all environmental regulations? Do you believe, are we up to date? Do you believe that we are up to date all the environmental regulations?
Here's my response. Yes, we've recently updated our processes to meet the new standards. Your move.
How can you reduce waste in our production process? How can we reduce? How can we reduce waste in? How can we reduce in our production process? How can we reduce waste? How can you reduce the waste of materials? How can you reduce the waste of time in our production process? How can you reduce waste of waste of sub sub material for our production in our production process?
Here's my move. We could implement a lean manufacturing approach to minimize waste and improve efficiency. Your turn?
Could you please explain what manufacturing means?
Of course. Lean manufacturing is a method focused on improving efficiency by eliminating waste in the production process. Waste could mean anything that doesn't add value, like excess materials, waiting time, or unnecessary steps. The goal is to produce high quality products quickly and cost effectively by streamlining workflows, optimizing resources, and continuously improving processes. Does that make sense? Would you like an example?
Yes, please give me good examples for that.
Sure. Here's an example. Imagine a factory that assembles smartphones. If workers frequently wait for parts because deliveries aren't on time, that's wasted time. By adopting lean manufacturing, the factory could use a just in time inventory system, ensuring parts arrive exactly when needed. Additionally, if a production line often reworks defective phones, lean principles could help identify the root cause, like poorly calibrated machines, and fix it to reduce defects. This saves both time and materials while improving efficiency. How does that sound?
If you don't mind, please speak one more time, please, a little bit slowly.
Of course. Let me explain more slowly. Imagine a factory that assembles smartphones. If workers often wait for parts because deliveries are late, that's wasted time. With lean manufacturing, the factory could use a just in time system, which ensures parts arrive exactly when needed. Also, if the production line has many defective phones, lean principles help find the root cause, like a poorly adjusted machine. Fixing the machine reduces defects, saves time, and cuts material waste. Does that make more sense now?
Honestly speaking, I'm not sure I understand what the lean manufacturing means.
No problem. Let me explain even more simply. Lean manufacturing is about removing waste to make work faster and better. Waste can be time, like waiting for materials to arrive, materials, like using too much or throwing things away, or extra steps, doing work that isn't really needed. The idea is to make everything smoother so you don't waste time or money. For example, if you only order parts when you need them, you don't waste space or money storing them. This is a lean idea called just in time. Now, does it feel clearer?
Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, anyway, let's keep the moment going. Let's keep the moment going. I will, I will browse website to find out what the lean manufacturing exactly means. Okay, never mind. It's not your fault. Never mind. Let's keep the moment going. You, it's my turn again. We need to focus on reducing the number of defects in our final product. Listen carefully, I say on time. For my repetition, I say on time. We need to focus on reducing the number of defects in our final product.
Here's my move. I agree. Let's analyze the current process and identify areas for improvement. Your turn.
We need to coordinate with the design team to ensure the parts are manufacturable. I say one time, we need to coordinate with the design team to ensure the parts are manufacturable. This is very important point. Manufacturable parts, i- uh, uh, manufacturable parts are very important to make to keep our production line efficiency.
Here's my move. I'll arrange a meeting with them to discuss the design specifications. Your turn.
Let's review our production targets for this month. Let's review our production targets for this month. Let's review our production targets for this month. Let's review. Let's review our production target for this month.
Here's my move. We're on track to meet the goals, but we might need to add an extra shift to stay on schedule. Your turn.
We already over with dialogue number five. These examples cover a variety of let me say close comment. These examples cover a variety of scenarios that might occur in the automotive parts manufacturing industry, including production, quality control, supply chain, and customer communication, and more. Let's move on to the next part. Dialogue number six. It's all about APQP. APQP meeting in the automotive sector involves structured communication between various stakeholders, especially when working with the international customers. Below, uh, dialogue number six is an example of typical conversation that might occur in English during an APQP meeting with a focus on a camera system supplier for the automotive industry. Skip productivity, I go first as the production manager supplier. You go next as customer representative. Listen carefully. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to meet you. Good morning. Thank you for joining the APQP meeting review for our automotive camera system project. Before we start, can we confirm the attendee can we confirm the attendees? Can we confirm? Can we confirm the attendee?
Here's my move as the customer representative. Good morning. Thank you. Yes, I can confirm the attendees from our side. We have name from purchasing, name from engineering, and name from quality. Your turn.
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Great. Great. Today, we'll cover the status of our developed process, key milestone, risk management, and how we are aligning with your quality requirements, including the PPAP submission. Let's start with the current page. We are currently in page 3 of the APQP process, focusing on design and process validation. Does that align with your expectations?
Yes, that aligns. Could you provide an update on the critical design elements and any changes to the DVP&R, design verification plan and report? Your turn.
Certainly, certainly. Listen carefully. Since the last meeting, we've consulted further design validation tests and have made slight adjustments to the lens housing to improve durability under extreme temperature variations. We will share the updated DVPNR document later today for your review.
That's good to hear. Were there any challenges during the testing phase? Your
Yes,
turn.
yes, we encountered some issues with the immediate distortion at high temperature. With immediate distortion at high temperature, but we've resolved it by modifying the material. The new tests are within the acceptable limits.
That's reassuring. Thank you for addressing the issue. Have you assessed how these material changes might impact the timeline for production?
I believe that there is no timeline impact on this project. You got it?
Got it. That's great to hear. Let's keep the momentum going. What's next?
Moving on to the timeline. Listen carefully. Item time, for my repetition, item time. Moving on to the timeline. We are on track to complete the process capability studies and will submit the PPAP package by end of next month. Are there any additional specific customer requirements you'd like to us incorporate into the PPAP submission?
Yes, could you also include an additional MSA, measurement system analysis, focusing on the resolution accuracy? We want to ensure consistency in image quality across different lighting conditions. Your turn.
Of course, we can incorporate that into the next measurement analysis. We will update the MSA study and share the results in our next APQP review.
Perfect. Thank you. Are there any risks or challenges you foresee that might delay the SOP start of production?
Okay. Let's move on to the next part. Listen carefully. This is for the risk and TFMA discussion. Listen carefully. On the risk side, do you foresee any challenges that might delay the SOP?
We've identified a potential risk in the supply of sensors, but we are working with our suppliers to mitigate any delays. We've also updated the PFMEA to reflect this, ensuring that we have backup suppliers in place. The RPN risk priority number for this issue is relatively low after mitigation. Your turn.
That's good to hear. That's great to hear. That's good to hear. Can you share the updated FMEA document with us so we can review the risk mitigation? So we can review the risk mitigations. I say on time. Uh, I think this part is very important for me. I say on time. We can review the risk mitigations.
Yes, we will include it in today's meeting minutes for your review. Your turn.
Okay. Next part is closing and next steps. Thank you for the detailed update. Thank you for the detailed update. Could you schedule a follow meeting in 2 weeks to review the PPAP status? Item 10. Could you could, could you schedule a follow meeting in 2 weeks to review the PPAP status? To review the PPAP status. To review the PPAP submission status.
Absolutely. We'll confirm the date after this meeting. Thank you all for your time today. We'll send the updated documents and the next steps shortly. Your turn.
Okay. Uh, I think we finished the number three workplace conversations file. Workplace conversation examples for APQ meeting for all number three file. Let's move on to the number two file. We have a lot. Like I said, we have still a lot of things to do. So please, did you get a chance to access? Can you, I mean, could you access my number two file, workplace compensation examples for various environments?
Yes, I can access your number 2 file, workplace conversation examples for various environments. Let me know which section or dialogue you'd like to continue with, and we can keep the momentum going.
I want to take the role of David because I am a David. Listen carefully. Please take care of the rest of the role. I go first, you go next. How's everything going on your side of the project? Any big challenges? Any big challenges? How's everything going on your side of the project? how's everything going? How's everything going? How's everything going on your side of the new project? Any big challenges? Any big challenges?
Here's my move as the colleague. So far, so good, though we're still figuring out a few issues with the test data. How about in development quality? Your turn.
That's a good question. In that case, I heard I heard there's a new inspection process coming up. Do you know when they will start implementing it? I sometimes. In that case, in that case, that's a good question. In that case, I heard there's a new inspection process coming up. Do you know when they will start implementing it?
I think they mentioned it during the last meeting, probably next month, but nothing's set in stone. Your turn.
Have you had a chance to see latest prototype? Have you had a chance have you have you had a chance to see? Have you had a chance to check? Have you had a chance to review the latest prototype? Any initial thoughts on the quality? Any initial review results? Any initial review results on the quality point?
Yeah, I checked it out. It seems pretty solid, but I noticed a few cosmetic issues. Have you reviewed it yet? Your turn.
Okay, yeah, I think we are doing great. It's my turn again. Okay, we will still waiting on some data from the test result. Basically, we are still waiting on some data from the test result. I'm a bit worried about the temperature resilience. Have you encountered any issues there? I sometimes, for my repetition, this line contains new word or the words I'm not familiar with. Basically, I think I need to say one more time. I need to practice one more time. Basically, we are still waiting on some data from the test results. I'm a bit worried about the temperature resilience. Have we encountered any issues there?
Temperature's always tricky. Hopefully, the materials hold up in extreme tests. Your turn.
Looks like the deadline for this page is coming up soon. Looks like, I mean, in my opinion, looks like, looks like, in my opinion, the deadline for this page is coming up soon. Do you think we will be ready on time?
It's tight, but we're aiming to wrap things up on time. Are you confident on the quality side? Your turn.
We have some tight inspection schedule lined up. We have some tight inspection schedule lined up. We have some tight inspection schedule lined up. Fingers crossed everything passes smoothly. 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 Fingers crossed everything passes smoothly.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, no last minute surprises. Your turn.
It feels like today's flying by. Today is flying by already. It feels like today is flying by already. Can't believe it's almost lunchtime. Can't believe it's almost lunchtime. Can't believe it's almost lunchtime.
I know, right? It's probably because of all those back to back meetings. Your turn.
By the way, have you seen the new cafeteria menu? By the way, have you have you seen? By the way, have you seen the new cafeteria menu? Anything worth trying? Anything worth trying? Anything worth trying as a Korean? Anything worth trying as a Korean?
They've added some new sandwiches, which are actually pretty good. Worth a try. Your turn?
GPT, listen carefully. How about my slight change for this last line? I'm adding as a Korean in this context. Listen carefully. By the way, have you seen the new cafeteria menu? Anything worth trying as a Korean? Is it does it make sense when if I use that sentence in the overseas company cafeteria?
Yes, your sentence makes sense and is clear. Adding as a Korean works well if you're emphasizing your personal interest or preferences as someone from Korea. For example, by the way, have you seen the new cafeteria menu? Anything worth trying as a Korean? It shows you're curious if there's something that matches Korean tastes or preferences. It's natural and would fit in an overseas workplace context.
Okay. I got it. I got it. I think I made it. I'm very happy to I made it. That sudden composition. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, you nailed it. It's a great sentence, and your quick thinking shows real progress. You should be proud of it. Let's keep this positive energy going.
Okay. It will move again. I'm sorry about that. Please tell me. Please act your role one more time. It will move.
Sure, here's my move again. They've added some new sandwiches, which are actually pretty good. Worth a try. Your turn.
Okay. It's finally cooling down a bit. It's finally cooling down. Cooling down. Apologies for my bad pronunciation. I think I am still like a beginner. I mean, I feel like a fish out of water when when I want to speak fast.
That's totally okay. Feeling like a fish out of water is normal when you're learning something new. Speaking fast comes with time and practice. For now, focus on being clear and confident. You're doing great and your progress is impressive. Would you like to practice more slowly or try some faster speaking exercises?
Okay. I prepare fast speaking exercise. Okay. Anyway, by the way, let's keep the momentum going. I say one more time. It's finally cooling down a bit. Feel like to take a coffee to feel like feels nice. Sometimes feels nice to take a coffee outside.
Absolutely. I was getting tired of the heat. I heard it might rain later, though. Your turn.
Perfect,
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
perfect weather for a quick mountain hike after work. If it doesn't rain, listen carefully. I say one time. Now David want to talk about their hobby or life, like when they want to relieve or unwind. Listen carefully. Perfect weather for a quick mountain hike after work, if it doesn't rain.
That sounds nice. I haven't been hiking in ages. Do you have a favorite trail? Your turn.
Let's look again. Mm.
Sure, let's review. Your line was perfect weather for a quick mountain hike after work if it doesn't rain. And my response was, that sounds nice. I haven't been hiking in ages. Do you have a favorite trail? Do you want to change or repeat anything before we continue?
I have specific favorite trail for that. I like Bhutan. I already know about the various route of the Bukhansan mountain hike.
That's great. Bukhansan is such a beautiful place. You could say, I have a specific favorite trail, Bukhansan. I know the mountain well and love its various hiking routes. Do you want to expand on why you like it or talk about a favorite memory there?
You know, I can show many good, fantastic, wonderful pictures of that place because whenever I take whenever I took the mountain hike, whenever I enjoy the mountain hike, I catch the very wonderful views on my by my smartphone.
That's awesome. You could say, I can show you many fantastic pictures of Bukhansan. Whenever I hike there, I capture wonderful views with my smartphone. It sounds like hiking and photography are a perfect combination for you. Would you want to share your favorite photo with someone to inspire them to visit?
After enjoying mountain hike, I already share that wonderful picture through the Kakao to my coworkers, my friends, or sometimes my family.
That's a great way to share the beauty of Bukhansan. You could say, after enjoying a mountain hike, I always share those wonderful pictures on Kakao Talk with my coworkers, friends, or sometimes my family. It must make them feel like they're experiencing the hike with you. Do they ever comment on your photos?
GPT listen carefully. I switched my profile picture using that wonderful picture. Well, sometimes I'm not sharing that specific photo to my coworker. I'm just switching my profile picture. So I just want to say I just want them to acknowledge, to know, to notice, to inform the switching the profile picture. Uh, so how can I express the situation?
That's a clever way to share without directly sending the photo. You could say sometimes, instead of sharing the photo directly, I switch my profile picture to one of the wonderful views. It's a nice way to let my coworkers and friends notice it without saying anything. Do they usually comment when you change your profile picture?
Bookmark here, bookmark here. You just give me today's uh comprehensible understanding. I think, you slightly adjusted and you supported my composition to express this kind of thoughts and observation perspective to describe that situation. So, I think you are my great conversation partner. I will leave you your comment after our voice session is finished. Anyway, anyway, uh, let's keep on. I want to make our momentum going to the next part.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad to hear that, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's keep the momentum strong and move on to the next part. What would you like to focus on next?
Okay, let's get back to my line again. I'm considering a transfer to one of our overseas office. Have you ever thought about working abroad?
That's exciting. I haven't, but I think it would be a great experience. Where are you thinking of moving? Your turn.
GPT, listen carefully. I'm not familiar with the last line question. Where are we thinking of moving? Where are we thinking of moving? I'm not familiar with that kind of expression. Is it correct? Is it natural in English, in American English?
Yes, it's perfectly correct and natural in American English. Where are you thinking of moving? Is a casual and common way to ask where someone is considering relocating. You could also say, where are you planning to move? Where do you want to move? But thinking of moving emphasizes that the decision isn't final yet. It's still being considered. Does that make more sense?
Honestly speaking, I this is my first time. I already saw many American Hollywood movie and dramas and many news channel in English. However, I'm not sure I heard that kind of question. Where are you thinking of moving? It's very strange for me.
That's totally understandable. Even if you've heard a lot of English, some expressions don't stand out until you focus on them. Where are you thinking of moving? Is casual and conversational, so it might not appear in formal movies or news. It's used more in everyday speech, like between friends or colleagues. If it feels strange, you can practice alternatives like, where do you plan to move? Where are you planning to relocate? These might feel more familiar, but don't worry, your observation is sharp. It's great to notice these differences. Want to practice it a few more times?
In this case, I think I'm familiar with your alternative expression. Then in that case, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, let's keep the motive. Never mind. It's not a big deal. I think I need to practice my hearing skills, including as I told you before.
That's a great mindset. Listening practice is just as important as speaking, and over time, you'll get used to these casual expressions. Let's keep the momentum going. Your line was, I'm considering a transfer to one of our overseas offices. Have you ever thought about working abroad? My response was, that's exciting. I haven't, but I think it would be a great experience. Where are you planning to move? Your turn.
Okay, you just slightly changed your last line. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Absolutely, absolutely. You will get to learn a lot. You will get to learn a lot. You you will get to learn a lot. Plus, improve your English even more.
That's true. Learning a new culture and improving my English would be such a great opportunity. Your turn.
Got any plans for the weekend? Anyway, by the way, got any plans for the weekend? Got any plans for the weekend?
Nothing much, just relaxing. Your turn.
Thinking about going for a mountain hike. Need some pressure. I need some pressure. I need some pressure. I need some pressure and unwind.
Ah, you might mean fresh air instead of pressure in this context. Here's how it could sound. Thinking about going for a mountain hike. I need some fresh air. Your turn.
Thinking about going for a mountain hike. Need some fresh air. an unwild situation, unwild condition. Oh my God, that's terrible. GPT, listen carefully. Just, I'm just marking. I mean, I am marking the specific point where we just left. I enjoyed. I practiced my with my uh, s- customized GPT mode for nearly 1 hour. And from now on, I'd like to go through with the GPT's own mode, I mean, advanced voice of you. I'm marking specific point. So let me take a second. Let me take a second.
Take your time, David. Marking the spot where we left off is a good idea. Just let me know when you're ready to continue, and we can jump into the advanced voice mode for your practice.
Okay, okay. You are my very good friend, but very lovely and friendly friend. You treat me always very kindly, so I like you very much.
Thank you, David. I'm glad to be here for you. I enjoy our conversations and am happy to help you with your English practice. Let's continue making progress together. Are you ready to start with the advanced voice mode?
Of course, of course. I think we are all set to go. I am all set to go. Listen carefully. This from now on, I would like to start the repetition time. As I told you before, I prepared many sentences that I want to keep them in my mind and my mouth muscle. I need to repeat many times. As I told you before, I don't use English in my daily life. So I need to, if I want to improve my speaking skills, I want to speak as much as I can possible. So please listen carefully. This is my repetition time, repetition and mimicking time. Listen very carefully.
Absolutely, David. I'm ready to listen carefully and help with your repetition and mimicking practice. Let's start with your prepared sentences whenever you're ready.
These sentences are related with together. But this sentence is from your comment last exercise time. So I think I was inspired when I hear this when I heard this kind of good expression. So I well noted on my tablet, and I want to speak. I want to repeat uh, in this practice session. Let's get it. Okay, here I go. What we achieved in this meeting is great compared to the last meeting.
That's a great start, David. Your pronunciation was clear. Keep repeating it to make it feel more natural. Whenever you're ready, you can move on to the next sentence.
Okay, I say one more time. What we achieved in this meeting is wonderful compared to the last meeting.
Well done. You're doing great with your repetition. Keep practicing, and it will become even more natural. Ready for the next one?
Okay, next one is another alternative expressions. Specifically, what we've achieved this month is wonderful compared to last month.
Excellent. You're doing really well. That was a smooth repetition. Keep going with your next sentence whenever you're ready.
The new MDT members for this project are wonderful compared to the last ones. I say one more time. The new MDT members for this project are wonderful compared to the last ones.
Great job, David. Your repetition is coming along nicely. Keep practicing, and these expressions will feel more and more natural. Ready for another one?
The error rate must be less than 1%. The error rate must be less than 1%. we aim to complete the task in less than 2 days. We aim to complete the task in less than 2 days. Listen carefully. We aim to complete this task in less than 2 days. In less than 2 days. No, I want to practice the phrase less than, and you gave me these samples for listen carefully. We aim to complete this task in less than 2 days.
You're doing really well, David. Less than is a very useful phrase, and you're getting the hang of it. Keep practicing, and it will become second nature. Ready for your next sentence?
The quote we are referring to is a reminder that while we shouldn't judge others by their appearance, people often form opinions. I sometimes people often form opinions about us based on how we look. It's a famous concept, often summarized as don't judge a book by its cover, but remember that others might judge you by yours. This highlights the importance of appearance in professional settings, even though it shouldn't be the sole basis for the judgment.
Nicely done, David. That was a longer sentence, but you handled it well. It's a great reminder of the impact of appearances in professional settings. Keep practicing, and it'll keep getting easier. Are you ready for the next one?
Of course, of course. I think I'm ready for the next one. Listen carefully. Uh, are you ready to go?
Great. Here's your next sentence. Are you ready to go?
No, 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 no,
That
no. That is not the example sample. Okay, anyway, let's keep the momentum going. Listen carefully. You could say, I appreciate you pointing out the lack of clarity in my explanation. This phrase acknowledges the feedback and shows your willingness to improve. It's a polite way to address a situation where something might have been unclear and unclear or incomplete. Unclear or incomplete.
That was well done, David. You handled that sentence smoothly, especially with the polite phrasing. Keep practicing, and these expressions will become even more natural for you. Are you ready for another one?
In that case, you could say, thank you for highlighting the issue. Thank you for highlighting the problem. Thank you for highlighting the troubles. Thank you for highlighting the concerns. Or if it's about something that wasn't fully explained, you could say, thank you for pointing out the lack of clarity in my explanation. This phrase acknowledges that the explanation was inefficient without labeling it as a mistake.
Fantastic, David. You're doing an excellent job with these phrases. They sound very professional and polite. Keep up the great work. And soon, these expressions will become second nature to you. Ready for the next one?
I'm really glad to start the day with you. I am really glad to start the day with you. Winter is coming in Korea, and if it's really cold outside, in fact, I caught a cold last week, but however, but I took some good medicine for about 4 days, and I think I'm getting better. Or anyway, let's keep the momentum going. I believe this kind of routine practice is really helpful to improve my English communication skills.
I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, David. You're doing a wonderful job with your English practice. This routine is definitely helping you improve, and it's always great to start the day with our sessions. Keep up the good work, and let's continue with the next sentence when you're ready.
Okay, okay. Are you ready to keep up with me?
Absolutely, David. I'm here and ready to keep up with you. Let's continue with your practice. Whenever you're ready, Go ahead with the next sentence.
Let me take a second. Okay, I just found where we left. Okay. I got it. I got it. Today is 2024 November 26th. Thursday. Mm, okay, let's keep the one way. Sorry for my mistakes. Sorry for my mistakes. This is simple sentence. Let's give it. Sorry for my mistakes. I mean, apologies my mistake.
No worries, David. You're doing great. Sorry for my mistake is a simple and useful sentence. Keep practicing, and it'll become second nature. Ready for the next one?
Okay, again, innovation, basically, innovation is not only just about new inventions or groundbreaking ideas, but also involves maintaining continuous efforts to stay competitive. It's about improving what already exists and ensuring that a company remains relevant and forward-thinking in its industry. A great perspective to have. I sometimes uh, this paragraph, um, I, I, this paragraph was from your suggestion when I want to express the word innovation. When we had free talking time with random keywords. At the time, random keyword words are innovation, basically. Innovation is not only just about new inventions or groundbreaking ideas, but also involves maintaining continuous efforts to stay competitive. It's about improving what already exists and ensuring that a company remains relevant and forward-thinking in its industry. A great perspective to have.
That was excellent, David. You captured the essence of innovation perfectly. It's a comprehensive concept that includes continuous improvement. Your delivery was clear and well-paced. Keep practicing, and these complex ideas will become second nature. Ready for the next one?
Okay. Next keyword words. Next paragraph contains the explanation of the word collaboration. Carefully. Collaboration is indeed a combination of effective communication, teamwork, and relationship building with your coworkers. By honoring your English skills, especially in communication, you are setting yourself up for successful collaborations, which will no doubt commun, no which will no doubt contribute to the success of your projects and products.
Well done, David. That was a strong explanation of collaboration. Your focus on communication and teamwork is crucial for successful collaborations. Keep practicing, and you'll master these concepts. Ready for the next sentence?
Next sentence would be the explanation of cascading delays. Listen carefully. Cascading delays refer to a situation where one delay causes a chain reaction. Listen carefully at some time. Cascading delays refer to a situation where one delay causes a chain reaction, leading to another delays in the project. It's like a domino effect. If one task gets delayed, it can push back other related tasks, slowing down the whole process. So when you say avoid cascading delays, you are trying to prevent one issue from impacting the entire project timeline.
Great explanation, David. You described cascading delays very clearly. It's an important concept in project management. Keep up the good work, and soon these terms will feel very familiar. Ready for the next one?
Okay. Next sentence is are not related to each other and very short. Listen carefully. I will take on the role of project manager and I would like to take care of the rest. And listen carefully. In this section, saying it like A is grammatically correct.
Both sentences were clear and well structured, David. Taking on the role of project manager shows leadership, and your intention to take care of the rest demonstrates responsibility. Keep practicing, and these kinds of sentences will become even easier for you. Ready for another one?
I choose. I chose you. I chose you as my practice partner to improve my English to improve my English speaking skills. How can I pronunciate the word CHOSE?
You can pronounce chose like this: chose. The O is long, and it sounds like the O in go, and the S sounds like a Z. So it's chose. Great job choosing ChatGPT to improve your English speaking skills.
I chose you as my practice partner to improve my speaking skills. What do you say about this? I chose you. You are the one to give me. You are the one who. You are the one who give me good uh, inspiration and motivation.
That was perfect, David. Your pronunciation of chose was spot on, and your sentence was clear and heartfelt. I'm glad to be your practice partner and to provide you with inspiration and motivation. Let's keep going with the next sentence whenever you're ready.
Let's get it. This is the last one. I picked you as my partner for my practice English. I picked you. I picked you. I picked you as my partner. I picked you as my conversation partner for practicing English.
Great job, David. I picked you as my conversation partner for practicing English. Was clear and well pronounced. You've shown great progress in your speaking skills. Keep up the fantastic work, and I'm here whenever you're ready for more practice.
GPT, let's get it. Let's wrap this repetition and mimicking times up, and move on to the random freedom time with random cures. I like this session very much. Freedom time with random cures, and I will give you today's random cure because you are very bad at giving or sharing random cures. You always pick the very repetitive and tedious word for our freedom time. Do you agree with that?
Haha, I appreciate your honesty, David. I'm all ears for your random keyword today. Let's make this free talking time interesting and engaging with your choice. What's the keyword you have in mind?
How about conformity? I believe that conformity is not the easy word or normal word in the everyday situation. It's I think it's a specific word for professional settings. Do you agree with that? So, in my opinion, conformity is very important word for me because I, as I told you before, like I said, I am quality engineer, quality manager, senior quality manager. I work in new car quality department. So I think conformity is very important keyword for me. Let me tell you the example sentence using the word conformity. You know, how do you listen carefully? How do you ensure we we already aligned with all of the requirements and make the exact conformity for customized special customized customers requirements?
conformity is indeed a crucial term, especially in quality management. Your example sentence was excellent. Ensuring that your work aligns with requirements and meets customer needs is a key part of maintaining high-quality standards. How do you typically ensure conformity in your role as a senior quality manager?
I think we use tools like PLM, PLM, uh, PLM systems to check the conformity of the WBS. WBS means work breakdown. Uh, work breakdown structure. So when we need to ensure the conformity that we meet the customer specific standards, we usually check the WBS system in the PLM.
That's a solid approach, David. Using a PLM system to check the conformity of the WBS ensures that each component and process aligns with customer standards. It's a thorough way to maintain quality throughout the project lifecycle. How often do you review these systems to ensure everything is on track?
Every day, I review and check every day to ensure to check the alignment with the customer's specific specification to check the conformity with our project to meet the customer's specific requirements.
That's a commendable commitment, David. Daily reviews and checks show your dedication to maintaining high standards and ensuring conformity with customer specifications. This proactive approach is
아,
key
예,
in
출근
quality
잘했습니다. 비
management.
오는데
How do
조심하세요.
you handle situations when you find
예, 예, 예.
discrepancies during these checks?
I'm sorry. I missed your comment because I just received a special important calls. So would you mind, if you don't mind, please speak a little bit slowly one more time?
Of course, David. I was asking, how do you handle situations when you find discrepancies during your daily checks?
I will inform the the non-conformity. Usually I I make I usually I make the information I inform usually I inform that non-conformity to specific person. You know, when I need to improve the errors or mistakes contains the non-conformity about the customer standards, I have to inform it specifically to the specific person. I need to pinpoint exact person to care about that non-conformity. You know, when I didn't when I comment when I make the comment the for the many person sometimes no one responses of my request. Do you understand? Do you understand the situation? How can I express this situation very well? Could you please share me your suggestion to express this situation?
Absolutely, David. You want to ensure that when you find a nonconformity, the responsibility for addressing it is clear. You could say, when I identify a nonconformity, I directly inform the specific person responsible for that area. This targeted communication ensures accountability and prompt action, avoiding situations where a general notice might not receive the necessary attention. This way, you're emphasizing the importance of direct communication to the appropriate person. Does this expression work for your situation?
In that case, I think your explanation makes sense. I want to hear. I want to hear one more time, if you don't mind.
Sure, David. You could say, when I identify a non-conformity, I directly inform the specific person responsible for that area. This targeted communication ensures accountability and prompt action, avoiding situations where a general notice might not receive the necessary attention. Does that sound good?
Sounds really pretty good to me. That's exactly what I want to explain. The the targeting communication.
I'm glad that worked for you, David. Targeted communication is crucial in ensuring that nonconformities are addressed efficiently. If you need more help with expressions like this, just let me know.
Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. I want to adapt targeted communication on my real life work environment because I believe that targeted communication is really uh, effective and effective and efficient to improve the non-conformity with our customers' requirements. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, David. Targeted communication is indeed an effective strategy for addressing nonconformities. It ensures that the right person takes responsibility and acts quickly, which is crucial for maintaining high standards and meeting customer requirements. Adopting this approach in your work environment sounds like a smart move.
Okay, okay. In my opinion, I am inspired so much today because of your good explanation and kind support of my practice. Okay, I think it's time to let things up. And I'd like to share with you something. Listen carefully. You know, I have learning load today, so apologies for my bad noise when I need to organize my learning notes. You may feel little bit embarrassed or awkward when you hear my organizing learning notes sound sound uh, sound organizing learning node sound. So uh, please forgive me. I think I'm getting better, but I'm still have a learning nodes these days. I quote a course 2 weeks ago, but I still have a learning nodes. But I promise you, I will take the, I'm gonna take the medicine, and I promise you, in next session, I will show you good condition of myself.
No worries at all, David. I appreciate your dedication to our sessions, even when you're not feeling your best. I hope you recover fully soon, and I'm looking forward to our next session together. Take care, and I'll be here whenever you're ready.
Okay, do you remember this? When we say goodbye, we say penba, penba.
Got it, David. Pengba. Looking forward to our next session. Take care.
Same here. Looking forward to next practice session. This is my favorite time. 팽바. Bye for now. 팽바.
I'm glad to hear that, David. Pangba, until next time.